Students, welcome back. In this YouTube video, I am going to be showing you and explaining to you both of the homework assignments, and then remember you also have a quiz to do. So the first homework assignment that I want to explain are the self-checks, and we've been talking a lot about the self-checks. So let me kind of identify what I'm talking about. In your book and throughout chapters 2, 3, and 4, you have periodic items called self-checks. I want you to complete those on your own, and the answers to these self-checks are actually posted in Blackboard. So once you've completed these self-checks, you should open up the self-check answers and make sure that you have them all correct. If you don't, make sure you go back and understand why you got something incorrect. Then if you can't figure that out, please come talk to me, ask me something like that. You can ask me on Monday because your homework is due on next Wednesday, or I will be in the office Thursday and Friday of this week. You can email me or you can give my office a call. So then the second part that you're going to complete for homework is called the Chapter 2 Self-Check Questions. And you'll have these for Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and Chapter 4. And what you're going to do is you'll see it looks a lot like what I have on my screen, and it's a series of 10 questions asking you to explain the answers that you got. Or it may give you a hypothetical question like, look at the list and tell me which one of these needs a cross-reference. So I know that's number one on your actual homework assignment is to grab a cross-reference from a list of records. On that page, it doesn't describe cross-references or anything like that, but what I want you to do is, I'm assuming you have read the entire chapter, you've looked at my previous videos and your lecture notes, and you're completing your homework, and then based upon that list, you should be able to identify a cross-reference. If any of those questions don't make sense, again, please contact me. So we're talking now about not the self-checks themselves, because again, I'm giving you the answers for them, but the self-check questions, and that's your homework assignment. So what I have up on my screen are examples of self-check questions, and a couple of these examples are on Blackboard for you to refer back to. It doesn't look exactly like this, but it's very similar. So I will take number 1 on my screen and explain how I arrived at that answer and what answers I'm looking for from you. So my question is, explain why number 3E on page 38 is in the correct alphabetical order. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn to page 38 of your book and you're going to find number 3E. And number 3E is actually 2 records, David Allen and Allen Furniture Company. And what you did in the self-checks is you explained if those 2 records were in correct alphabetical order or not. And for that one, the answer is yes, they are in correct alphabetical order. David Allen, that record would come first, and Allen Furniture Company would come second. What I want you to do to answer this question is code it. Okay, so you're going to code each one for me, and then you're going to provide the rule that you used and an explanation of that rule. So as long as you have those 3 items in there and you can explain it well, you'll be just fine. Keep in mind that punctuation, grammar, spelling, that's all counted, so make sure you don't misspell things and that your grammar is correct. So for this one, I'm just going to type the first, I'm going to code it. So the first record is Allen, and then I'm going to have a slash David. And then I'm actually just going to press enter for the second record and type in Allen Furniture Company. And then hit an enter. And then I've already typed in my explanation. So the explanation is that we're going to apply Rule 1A to the personal name for David Allen, which makes Allen the key unit. And then the key unit for Allen Furniture, we're going to apply Rule 1B, where the business name is as written. So the coding would be Allen Furniture and then Company. Now I explained that since both the key units are the same, the order is determined by the second unit. David, which starts with a D, comes before furniture, which starts with an F, and therefore I have my answer. And that's what I'm expecting for all of the self-check questions. So again, if you're still unclear or you have any clarification questions, please come talk to me Thursday or Friday, or give me a call or send me an email. Now I want to talk about the applications. And what the applications are is it's asking you to index, code, and sort the records. So you're given a list of records, and you can refer to your homework assignment, which is for this first chapter 2. It starts on page 56 and it goes over to page 57. So you're given a list of records, and your first step is to code them, to write out the actual coded. So they're sectioned into key units, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4. And again, you can do that in your book, or I've also provided a table for you, and I'm going to scroll down. So in this example, I have a blank table where you can simply list the record number, and when I'm coding them, I'm going to start with record 1. Now, whoever has record one, even after they're sorted, that record number stays with that record name. So in your homework, record number 1 is Lydia Kavanaugh. So Lydia Kavanaugh is always going to have record number 1. Please keep that in mind. Some people get confused about that. So in this example, KRTV television is record number 1. So the key unit, based upon what we've learned, is KRTV, and unit 2 is going to be television. Okay, and so on and so forth. So when I'm done coding them, my next step is going to be to sort them. So I would have all of my records typed in my table, or if you prefer to write it down first and then type it in the table, you can do either. And for each one of these applications, I have provided a blank table for you, and that's how you're going to turn in the assignment to me. You're going to open that document up that you're going to get from Blackboard, and that is under the assignments link and under chapter 2, where I assign the application 2-1, you'll see the blank table is there for you for application 2-1. So I will have listed all of these, and then I'm going to sort them according to the alphabetic rule. So I'm going to scroll down, and I have the answer key here for you. So for this one, Karen Keebler Bakery, that's a name of a company, that's actually the first unit, and it's alphabetized down. So you can see Karen Keebler Bakery's original record number is 14, and you can see it stays with her. So the record numbers themselves are not going to be in order. You're going to order how you would order these in a filing cabinet. So if you actually had a paper filing cabinet, obviously you're probably not going to have a record number, but you can kind of think of it as a customer number. Karen Keebler Bakery's customer number is 14 in this instance, and it would always stay with them no matter what order it's in. And I want to talk about how to sort code and order cross-references. So number 2 in here is a really good example of a cross-reference. So number 2, the actual company name is LTL Trucking. And if I scroll up to the original record, it says LTL Trucking, and then Little, Trent, and Lyle Trucking. So LTL is their official name, but some people know them as Little, Trent, and Lyle Trucking. Those are 3 people's last names. So I'm going to scroll back down, and according to our cross-reference rules that we learned in this chapter, LTL Trucking is also doing business as these 3 people's names, and we learned that someone could ask for it by the Little file, the Trent file, or the Lyle file. So we need cross-references that pertain to any one of those. So we actually have 3 cross-references, and I'm going to highlight them here. There we go. So I have 3 cross-references along with the original. And you may see, 1 cross-reference or 2, but you can see after I have added the cross-reference, I still sort the cross-references according to the regular alphabetic rules. So they're not all together, they're sorted just like any other record would be. So that if they're in a filing cabinet, you'll still be able to find them according to the alphabetic rules of filing. Their record number is just something that changes a little bit. You take the original record number and a cross-reference has an X after it. So this is record 2X for each cross-reference. I hope that makes sense. That is a full explanation of your homework assignments. If you have any questions, please let me know. We can talk on Monday a little bit more about it, but Monday we will be starting chapter 3 and we will be moving forward with class. Thanks, and I hope you have a good weekend.